Recording. So hello viewers, and welcome here to Game 4 between Lalush and BratOK. We've got the yellow Terran spawning, not sure yet where, but oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Yellow Terran spawning at the top left-hand side here of Kulas Ravine, and we've got the blue Zerg, Lalush, spawning at the top right-hand corner. So BratOK versus Lalush once again here. Game 4, this is the third place match. Big shout out to sc2casts.com, and thanks to their first invitational for providing the money and the incentive for these players to get going, and a big shout out to starcraftworld.it for organizing the event, setting up the group stages, setting up the games, getting me the replays, and now setting up at times when all these players can play at the same time and for us to live stream to you. And I should check my live stream. The quality's still but I'm going to try Ustream next time and see how that works out. Anyways, and once again, I'm your host, ShikiSC. I don't think I've really said that much today yet, but please check out my YouTube channel at youtube.com/ShikiSC. I would greatly appreciate any advice or comments, criticisms, subscriptions, thumbs up, ratings, whatever you guys want to do. I'd like to know how I'm doing and how I can improve, and so I can get more games out to you. Alright, so going into the game, we don't have really anything crazy yet. It's still too early to really say what players are going to be doing, but Lalush is actually playing a little bit safer and a little bit smart this game. He's getting a 15 pool, and that's going to allow him to get his Roach Warren out probably a little bit faster, and his Queen out a little bit faster. Roaches are almost a necessity on this map, just the way the things are played. I really think that Terrans are their best build for this map is probably 1-1-1, allowing you to get Vikings out, allowing you to get Hellions out, and even allowing you to get Marauders or Reapers out, and being able to abuse the cliffs here above the natural or even above the territorial expansion, being able to hop up and down these cliffs, or you can even, if you're a Viking, you can land into Viking mode, or assault mode I should say, and cause a lot of harassment or damage that way. Gas coming up a little bit excuse me, late for Lalush. The spawning pool's already finished. That's kind of a mistake, I think. Unless he's planning to put down an expansion. No, he does put up the Roach Warren, but I think he should have had gas a little bit sooner, just so that once that Queen pops out, if he is going to be viable or susceptible to any harassment, he can get roaches out as soon as possible. But he should be in an okay position still. He's going to have enough gas to produce the 3 roaches that he needs as soon as his Roach Warren is done. The Queen will be up and able to spawn larvae, and the timings should work out okay so that by the time the first set of larvae pop off this hatchery, that he should be able to produce another 4 roaches if he so needs to. The factory is being constructed here for BratOK in the middle of his base. That's actually a good position on that so that Lush can't just scoot an Overlord in to the front here and see what's going on. But he's trying to push in a couple Zerglings here to see what's going on at the front of the base. And here comes the scout. The Overlord is going to be able to see this factory, and you should probably just pull back now. He did not get to see the starport though. I guess he probably should have went just a few more inches and seen that starport, but we are seeing the 1-1-1 build, probably, like I said, the most popular build that Terrans can use on this map. You get the Vikings out really fast, you can pick off a couple Overlords. Already we've got 1, 2, and even 3, 4 Overlords that are nowhere near the Queens right now for defense, and the Vikings would just have an absolute heyday. And Viking. Oh, he's supply locked. Ooh, ouch. So he's throwing a tech lab down instead, and he's going to be supply locked for the time being, as this supply depot is just now starting to be constructed, and he does not have enough energy for a call down extra supplies. I call it supply drop, but anyways, kind of a bad situation there. I don't think he really played that all too well. If he would have got that supply depot out faster, he could have got a couple Vikings out and done a lot of harassment on these Overlords. He could have picked off at least 2 to 3 Overlords, but he's going for the Banshee harassment instead. I don't know if I really would do that myself, but I guess Lush is more of a professional than I am, and so is BratOK. But the third queen is not on the way out of the natural, or sorry, out of the main, and only the second queen is on the way out of the natural. So not really sure how this is going to end up, but the Banshee harassment might be fairly effective. And look at that Marine hiding in the bush. Can't even get a surround on him, but he is camouflaged. So if this Overlord comes in for a scout again, he's going to get picked off. And one Marine, wow, that's very nice of you trying to kill those rocks, but it's going to take you even longer than a Zergling. Anyways, the Banshee is out, and there is a Spore Crawler on the way, so he knows these Banshees are imminent, but it is going to start attacking the Spore Crawler. The Spore Crawler is going to be forced to cancel, I think. Ooh, the Queen's trying to kill it off, and he's trying to get the kill on the Spore Crawler before it finishes, but no, he cancels it. So very nice job, allowing his Queen to take a massive chunk out of that Banshee. Cancels his Spore Crawler at the last time, losing only about 25 minerals, and BratOK losing almost a full Banshee. So he needs to get that back to his mineral line and repaired. And important to note, he has not started a command center yet. He's almost at 400 minerals now. He probably needs to start that as soon as possible. And we are seeing a Thor drop. So this Thor is going to be on the ledge. And this is going to be very, very troublesome for BratOK, or for Lalush, as these roaches are not going to be able to attack the Thor. The Thor can take out, easily take out the Spore Crawler, and then take out a ton of drones. The range between the minerals here and the ledge is almost perfect. The roaches really can't attack the Thor. But now the mining has completely stopped, and also now taking out this Spore Crawler as well, trying to burrow, but it's just going to be taken out. And right now, BratOK's in a great position. The roaches are trying to come in to attack it, but it looks like the medevac is going to get out, pick it up, and he probably needs to grab an SCV or two and pull it up here to repair the medevac and to repair that Thor and to repair the Banshee. But you can almost assume that this hatchery is pretty much worthless now. The Lush is going to be in a tough situation. He's trying to put up his Spire, but this harassment is going to be so effective right now. Those roaches don't stand a chance against this Banshee and Thor. But like I said, he probably needs to get a second medevac and grab some SCVs here and reinforce this a little bit, allow the units to be repaired, and increase the longevity of the units by so much. But right now, look at the minerals and gas that the Lush is sitting at. I think he's in a little bit of a discomfort right now. He doesn't know what he can do, and we are now seeing a command center being produced. It's almost halfway done, and we are now getting another set of harassment. Another set? That doesn't make sense. Another little bit of harassment. Just checking out the gold expansion and making sure there is no hatchery up here. But now that he's going to be on 2 bases soon, compared to Lalush's 1 base, so he'll be in a lot of trouble. And right now he could probably just land the Thor up here and take out a couple of these Overlords, or at least cause some damage to them. The Lush is trying to build up this expansion yet again, but I do think that this Banshee and Thor is going to be able to come back in the same position and take that out pretty quick. There are some mutas on the way. Is there a second Thor? Yes, there is a second Thor and a second medevac and a third Thor on the way. So this could be very troublesome for the Lush, because these Mutalisks just aren't going to be very effective against those Thors unless he can spread them out. And we've got a lot of Spine Crawlers coming in now as well. So these Spine Crawlers are going to be able to effectively push back the Thor if he can get them near the ledge, I should say. But once they're near the ledge, then the Banshee can attack them. So good choice here by Lalush, choosing to take out these destructible rocks. And I need some water. Anyways, Lalush picking off these destructible rocks will allow him to effectively nullify all of the harassment that can be done from this ledge. Now that he's got roaches up there, now that he can get Zerglings up there, he could even put creep up there and put some Spine Crawlers if he so needed to or so wanted to. Lush is getting ready to do some harassment here. There is just one missile turret? Yeah, just one missile turret in the main base of BratOK. And there's a lot of Marines and a lot of Thors, though. Well, not a lot of Marines, but quite a few Thors. So they will be able to push back or hold off these Mutalisks for the time being. A couple pot shots getting put down. They are clumping up to kill that Banshee. And there was one shot that did land some splash damage. And BratOK now just trying to secure this natural or territorial expansion, whichever you want to consider it. And it looks like BratOK is going to push out. There's really not much that Lalush has that he can use to kill off this army right now. He could magic box his mutas and get lucky with some Baneling kills, but it's going to be really tough for him. There are a lot of spine crawlers here, which is going to put him in a good position. But we'll have to see which direction that BratOK comes in from. If he comes in right from here, he'll be in trouble, but he should come in from this angle and pretty much nullify these spine crawlers completely. But the Thors here just taking range shots off on... there are a lot of Marauders. I did not think there were that many Marauders. So now I think the army of BratOK is even more effective. With all those Marauders, they can just easily stim up and take out these spine crawlers. And the Banelings and the Banelings are going to be very ineffective against these Marauders. They are coming in to try to do some damage, but it's just not much at all. And the Thors take so much damage from Banelings. But it looks like BratOK is pushing out. He's going to try to take down these destructible rocks, I think. And maybe come in the back door. I don't know. Yes, he is. Okay. So at the same time, no harassment coming down. I would like to see those mutas used a little bit more for harassment. I think he's underutilizing them. They need to be used for map control. They need to make the Terran army stick to his base. He wasn't utilizing them to harass enough. He could have been in the corners, picking off supply depots, picking off SCVs, picking off refineries. He could have used those to a better extent, but I think this army is going to push in and completely annihilate the Zerg base. There is nothing in his base right now. The spine crawlers are nullified. There's not many Banelings left. All of these units are being forced to retreat. They're off creep. The creep is not connected, so a lot of mistakes here. There is a creep tumor here that wasn't being utilized. And I really think Lush is in trouble here. This may be the end of the game and the end of the series if BratOK can finish this off, trying to get in and kill off these Baneling eggs, but that's not an easy thing because I do think they have a lot of armor. But the Banelings are going to get in. Actually, no, the Baneling eggs don't have a lot of armor. But the Thors do go down. Wow, the Roaches were able to take them out. And the Marauders were able to clean up the Roaches, though. So I think you can still right-click the hatchery and win. No, there is still a lot of Mutalisks here. But at the same time, another push by BratOK, taking down both gas geysers and completely forcing Lalush to stop mining at his natural as well. And also note that his gold, his main base, the hatchery, did go down. That is the power of those Marauders. Like 12 Marauders were able to completely snipe that lair before the mutas could even kill them off. But and now the army here with BratOK, Marines, couple Marauders and Thors pushing in is going to end this game. Lush really has not much that he can do to come back from this. He's got his Overlords and his Mutalisks over top his Spine Crawlers, but that's not going to be enough. He's trying to take the gold. The gold just finished. But now that BratOK is on a full 2 bases, trying to take his third, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. And it's just a fake. I can see how you could think that, but I mean, it's still the Banshee there. Yeah, I can't really comment on that because, yeah, I don't know, maybe BratOK was using it to fake to go into his Thors, but Terran can still play very adaptive, and they can still, you know, go for the Banshee harassment, and if that doesn't really work out, because the 1-1-1 build is so strong, they can transition into really anything they want. They can throw an armory down and put some Thors out. They can throw up 5 barracks and switch right into a bio ball with medevac support because you already have your starport. It's just a very strong opening against Zerg, and I don't really think there's much you can do about it. That is going to be it for Lush. He does not have any bases left. He does have enough minerals to rebuild, but at this point, it's just bad-mannered to keep the game going. I think he's waiting for a response from BratOK, but I don't think he's going to get it. And we're about to see the yes has not rebuilt. The base is being revealed. And I'm sorry, but in a pro game, unless you have a ton of units that you're banking up to do some kind of harassment or attacks with, I think it's just absolutely bad manner just to wait that long before you quit the game. But I don't know, maybe there's some chatting going on in private chat, but it's just going to be not too long before these Marines, Marauders, and Thors come in and completely wipe up this group. So Lush was defeated. Crazy, crazy. So BratOK does take the series. That was game 4. So congrats to him for getting 3rd place and taking home some extra money. And these VODs, of course, will be up on YouTube youtube.com/scworldit, and once again, check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ShickySC. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and see you next tournament.